Hello, everybody, and welcome to the CWC Drafts. My name is Michael, and today I am joined by Dash Green and Augusty, and we will talk today about the groups. What will happen? Hello, guys.
Hello, how are you?
How's it
Hey,
going?
I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you guys?
Wow, it's been great, and I think everyone's pretty excited about the group stage and finally the CWC starting again because it's been quite a few months, Michael.
It
Like,
is. It is, and we've seen in the chat here. Falcon was extremely excited that we're actually gonna get some awesome games soon.
yeah, soon as early as next weekend, like 12th February. So if you missed the memo, it's as soon as Friday, maybe Saturday. Keep an eye out. There's going to be tons of streams from now 12 teams, like tons of action.
It did take us a while to actually get how many teams we want in the CWC. There's been a lot of chatter, there's been a lot of talk, especially when we wanted to introduce more regions into the CWC. At the same time, we had more and better teams in the qualifiers. And actually, thinking about it, it's been only 1 year, and we managed to get 3 seasons. Now we're at season 4. We're starting to get all of the details done over here, even with the qualifiers a little later than we would have hoped for. But it's still here. It's still here. All of the details are starting to be, like a Lego. You put them together, and we start to see the overall picture shaping up. And it's quite exciting. I was humbled by your choice of me making the draws here, and I didn't know exactly what to do. So I'm gonna show you what I did by now. I'm gonna move the camera here a little lower. So I have like three stacks of papers. It's seed one with CC. I got pyramid. Then we got PB
Yeah.
patrol, and then we have TBD. I think it's other way around, right? I have to show them like this.
Yeah.
Okay, my camera is inversed. Okay, I think you got a point, right? It's like this.
Yeah.
There we go. Pyramid and PP patrol. Okay, so these are on the seed one. And it looks like on the seed 2 we will have, let's actually check them out, check these guys out. We got Ulysses with, of course, we got Legion there, we got Jack the Ripper, all the big boys, all the bad boys. And then we have the Sea Dogs that are coming from the Russian qualifiers, and oh my god, that's been something of a run in there as well. They did change a little bit the settings that we were used to, and that's one thing that I think Kacheka is most, how to say, able to talk about. We got the Barking Gang, by the way, in the seed 2 as well, and we got Team Joy as the last seed 2. What do you think about this happening before we actually get into the seed 3? What do you think about these teams that have been showing up to the table, the new ones, especially Barking Gang? We got Joy, and
Well, I mean, those teams, every team that qualified did amazing feats in their respective communities, right? So, like, as a picture, there's 3 teams from the CFR community right now. And what was done is we took the 3 winners of the squadrons, so the Division 1 squadrons in CFR. And this is why Pyramid is a seed 1 because they were the winners. And the seeding was pretty tough to do this season. Maybe we'll have time to discuss, but maybe not. And Barking Gang was second place, and Ulysses got third place in that squadron there. And so Barking Gang was an amazing team on the French side. A lot of feats they did, and I'm very curious to see what they're going to do in the CWC.
Dashgreen, did you follow any of their games in the French league?
Yeah, I caught a few of them. I think it's definitely interesting to see the mix of teams, both old and new, that are going to be in this season.
And I think you actually got to watch quite a few of those Joy teams on the CPL side. And there have been a new team that showed up on the scene here, and we didn't know what hit us, didn't they?
It's true, and I even remember not this round of qualifiers, but the previous round we had to play them a couple times, and it's cool to see how they've evolved as a team as well.
Yeah. They do have a new star rising over there. Asticos is doing amazing things. Not sure if you guys seen the yesterday's game, but man, he was on fire, fighting 4 players at the same time.
I mean, he's definitely a rising star, and Joy was an upset in the CPL qualifiers, right? Like there were
Yeah.
three teams as well from there. It's a different structure, but there's still three teams. And they somehow won 2-0 against Zone of Control, which was a CWC team last season. So they could still join, maybe. There's still two teams for the CPL, we're not sure yet, fighting Sunzu or Zok for the last slot. But Joy was an upset that nobody really expected in there.
For sure, for sure. Okay, let's see the big boys in the last seed over here. We do have still two teams that need to be decided. Those are the two slots. I put them side by side here. So we do have a Zone of Control with Shunzu that need to be decided soon. I believe they're on their second game today, if I'm not mistaken. They're playing right now.
They're playing right now, yeah.
Okay. Then we have BTS or R30. These guys are coming from the Brazilian league, and they will be playing tonight at 2200 GMT. I'm gonna follow that. This is their third game. They're on a 1-1 right now result. So definitely this is the last one and the last chance for both of those teams to actually get into the CWC. And then we have Duhanza. That is, of course, from the German server and has been showing up with quite some skill over there in the CPL league and doing quite a few upsets. We also have a new team. It's called ZYDX, and these are from the Chinese server, right? It's Civ China.
Yeah.
Can you tell us?
Yeah, it's interesting because on Discord server we're not used to it, but there are also QQ servers, which is another platform used in China, where there are some communities playing Civilization as well, like us. And it's a combination of like some links we have with them and some with the CPL player base and other from other communities. They formed, I guess, the 12th team we needed to represent China this year.
Oh, interesting. I am actually looking forward to see that gameplay as well. I have been following the Brazil League, and man, I have to tell you, I don't want to jinx them, but they do have learned a lot since the last season. And these guys actually mean business. It's always a pleasure to see how a new server or a new community starts, through the learning steps and then gets to a competitive level very, very fast. This is unbelievable. How many resources we can give them, how fast they can learn, and how we can actually expand our knowledge together, because every time we have a new community coming in, it will change a little bit the main community with some new tactics, some new strategies, some new plays coming around.
Yeah.
I do have a box, by the way. This is the only box that I could find, and I named it the CWC box. Well, it's inverse, so you guys have to imagine it. Okay, next time I'll know my camera is flipped. So this box is kind of empty, as you can see. It doesn't have anything inside it. Okay. So there's no double picking over here. And if you guys want, I'm gonna start the group right now. The group draws on the seed one.
Sure. Maybe quickly we should mention that we will have 2 seed 1 in each group, 2 seed 2 in each group, and 2 seed 3 in each group, if it didn't follow this. So
it's two groups of 6 teams each, right?
Exactly. There's 2 groups of 6 teams, Group A and Group B, and there's no region lock like we used to do sometimes in the past or nothing like that. It's just a pure random here based on the seeding, obviously. And as I said, like the seeding was pretty complicated this season because we have plenty of new teams and everything. But I think everybody's pretty content with what we have, and I'm very excited to see what it's going to do.
We can also talk a little bit about the drafts before we actually get into, as in the rosters, actually. I mean, Paul Pierre did give us a Google Doc that actually has all the, I think, all the rosters in here, or most of the rosters in here. Let me actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 teams. I guess it's still ongoing. Or no, there are more teams on the right side. Never mind. I'm sorry. So we do have this. I'm gonna put it up on the screen here so we can all see it. On the right side, we do have.
Thank you, Paul, by the way.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. We do have PB Patrol first with Well, is this? Whoa. Carrier Falcon Estes. Do I see this clearly?
Mm-hmm.
It's Estes in there? Wow. Okay. 19 Rage and Strokes. It looks like it might be shaping up as a full Serbian team over there. They just need two more Serbians and that's it. It's going to be the PP Serbian team. A lot of good games have been played by them in the first 3 seasons, and now with the addition of Estes, we are looking for some more interesting games in the next one. Will they win? That's the question. Will they win the championship? Because I would say they are favorite to win this. They are very, very good, and I do believe they're going to bring a lot of amazing games.
I mean, that's funny because so many people think so many teams are different favorites, right? Some people say that TBD is the favorite. Some people think that Ulysse, despite being the third seed of CWFR, is somehow favorite. So I think it's going to be a competition where the level is so high and there's going to be so many upsets. It's really hard to determine like who would be favorite.
That is why it's the World Cup. That is exactly why.
I think sometimes it can also be hard to gauge, who the favorite really is, because you don't see a lot of these teams playing against each other outside of the CWC, right?
Yeah, that is true. It's very hard to find exactly the same players fighting against the other team. They have been doing some scrims, as we like to call the trainings, I guess. Not that many, though. Let's move on to Pyramids here. On the right side, they are still in the first seed, and Archetype, Hazagi, Malm, Nerevar, Firsos, Reito, and Romrom will be playing for them. I think they added 2 players, right? It's Reito and Romrom, who have been coming from another team. I believe I saw them in other rosters.
Yeah, actually, the Pyramid tried to... Well, they lost Chuck, which is the biggest change, I guess, in the roster they have, which he joined Elysium, for instance. But they tried to gamble on a few names that they think could perform well, and they trained them a lot. I think they trained every day for the past 3 weeks or so to get ready for the CWC. So Haito, Ramram. But the rest are quite known players in CWFR. Most of them in CWFR community know all those names. So this is really no surprise. And they were the seed 1 for the French team.
Yeah, they did amazingly well in the qualifiers from the CWFR community. Amazingly well. I think they had no losses. If I'm not mistaken, I followed quite a few of their games, and they had no losses in their qualifiers. That is impressive.
Yeah.
The next team up is Ulysse, of course. We have been talking about them for quite some time now. Chuck, Distoria, Jack the Ripper, Liege, MJK, Softstyle, and Titati Tutu. They also brought in Titati Tutu. I believe I saw him in another team here. Another one of those last-minute changes.
Yeah, Titati Tutu is actually a very famous French streamer. He's not that famous on Civilization, though. They added him sort of last season to the roster, but he didn't play. So will he play this season? Maybe. Maybe he's going to bring some new blood. But as I said, like Chuck is the major addition here. And they still have Jack the Ripper, a very strong player, along with Distoria and Lash, which also are very strong.
We've seen Jack yesterday play very well with Teddy the Bull Moose over there. And doing quite well in simming and warding at the same time. He was screaming a little bit. My chat was saying at some point that he was screaming. He was losing all of his navy. But anyway, they won in the end, so that's what's important. We got next up CC. That is, I believe it's actually pronounced Tsetse. It's coming from the Civ Russian server, which, by the way, we got the information yesterday from Kacheka. They are actually trying to bring together all of the eastern side of the world, I guess, except Civ China. But they have been, Kacheka has been trying to get as many as possible players from different communities of Russian-speaking or what it was easier for him, and he did bring quite a few new players there. We do have Monte, which is new. I haven't seen him. Vladimir has been playing, but we haven't seen that much of him. But he's very, very good. We got Sandro Games, which we all know. We got, of course, Destroyer. We have seen him since the beginning in Team Tsetse, actually. Bezdomi, and I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce the first name. It's in Cyrillic language. I think Alpha Male, if I'm not mistaken. Some of my streams sometimes it was. But anyway, these guys won 2 times, right? With Next Vigram, they were almost the same team, and now they have been changing with Team CC, but didn't actually pull through. They did an interesting run in the group stage, and I believe they got into a tiebreaker in the last season. Then we had that little bit of how to say, well, not scandal, an issue with one of their players, and from then on, I guess they kind of lost their morale and their attitude. So we needed to move forward.
Yeah, and you mentioned it before with Chechka uniting so many Russian communities and getting so involved as well. Big thanks to Chechka, who's doing amazing work on the eastern part of the world.
Look, Southrix is Falcon is telling us that it's Alpha Somets. Actually, that's how it's okay.
Alpha Somets. And CC is a very interesting team because they are the seed 1 for Russian. They also were placed in seed 1 for the draw here today. They did qualify in the qualifiers that were organized as well in that region. And they last season defeated Next Vigram, which used to be world champions, if you remember, like back in season 1. So yes. It's a rising team. It's a rising star for the Russians. Last time they lost in semifinals, if I'm not mistaken. But maybe they can create an upset this time.
Yep, and this brings us to the seed 1. So let's see. I got the four teams over here. I'm actually gonna show them. There are 4 papers over here that I have. So I'm gonna crush them, and I'm gonna put them in the box now. You can even hear me crushing them. I moved everything aside, so we can actually get this going. Let's see.
So the 4 teams is PP Patrol, Pyramid, CC, and TBD for the seed 1. Yeah.
Oh, TBD. We didn't. Oh, okay. That's.
It's okay.
Okay, you can. Can you talk a little bit about TBD until I get?
TBD, they also had an amazing run last season because they won the competition, but they almost got knocked out of the group stages, as you said. So they managed to win the tiebreakers afterwards and get back all the way to the finals. It's a team that always performed really well, and all seasons they've been there since the beginning. So all Mug, Automation, Ben, Survivor, Moel, Corny, and Tordred, all names that many people do recognize. So no surprise here, and they will try to defend their title this season.
Yeah, that is definitely a strong team. Definitely a strong team. Okay, so let's see. I put them in the box. Now I guess I need to do this. I hope it's not too loud on the microphone. I'm gonna do this right here, and then you guys are gonna see who the first team is. I opened the box. There's another paper here. I don't actually see the paper, so you can see that I have no clue what I'm gonna pick now. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Okay.
What do you think? Should I pick from the left? Should I pick from the right? Should I pick the one in the middle? It's like 2 on the right, 1 on the left, and 1 in the middle. What should I go for? What is the first one?
How about let's go middle? Why not?
Middle. Okay, let's go middle. So let's see. What is this? What it is? Oh, I hope I know. Break the thing. Let's actually see. Come on. This is CC, Team CC. This is the first one.
Ah, okay.
Well,
in Group A. In Group A, we have CC.
Let me actually measure it a little bit. Okay, there we go. This is CC. So let me actually switch the screen back so I can put them where they need to be. I did try to go and get some text here. So we do have this, and I'm going to open this, and it should show us. There we go. Team Tsitse on Group A. Now we got 2 on the right, 1 on the left. What do I pick for? What do I go for? The left. Look, Centaur 300 is telling us in the stream chat we should go for the left one. Let's see who are the guys on the left side. What is happening here? We got, I think, oh, I see some text. We got Pyramid.
Pyramid, okay.
It's this. Let me actually see. It's Pyramid like this. You can actually see it's Pyramid on group. This is Group B, by the way. So they're going into the Group B phase. Like, you actually put them here, drag them here, and hopefully it is Oh no, look at that. Falcon is already having some problems here. Okay, there we go. Group B pyramid. And now two are remaining on the right side. I'm just gonna pick one, the top one, and see what's going on. Now we need to pick the one on Group A. So it's
I think we probably should clarify real quick. When you're drawing one for Group A, then one for Group B, and alternating back and forth.
yes, yes, yes. You're right. You're right. Okay, let's see what do we have here. TBD. It is. Oh my God, this is a match made in heaven. They were in the same groups last time with Tsetse. Well, this time they're gonna be in the same spot over here. So there we go. TBD for Group A.
Okay, so revenge time.
This is definitely revenge time. They're gonna try to do something over here. Let's see, TBD, and then click, and there we have it. Group A, TBD. Last one, but I guess you guys all know what this will be. Can anybody tell us?
Wow, it's PP Patrol would be. I mean, interesting setup. So curious to see what's gonna do. And
This is PP Patrol, and my headphones just dropped. Okay, never mind. I got it. I got them back. Okay, so this was the first seed with the four teams. Let me actually add PP Patrol over here so we can see it in the Group B. I'm sorry for not aligning them properly. It's like I need to do this manually, and it's not like Photoshop. they don't auto align here. So anyway, this is it. I'm gonna put the papers aside. Now we got these guys going. Let's talk a bit about the seed 2. So in the seed 2, I'm gonna put it on the screen here so we can see it back. Let me switch this. There we go. Oh, this is bad. Okay, I know how to fix it.
that was the dash screen. What do you think about the teams right now? We have Joy, we have Sea Dogs, or the two French teams here, Barking Gang and Ulysses.
So I mean, I think it's interesting. I'm not super familiar with all of the teams here. I know Barking Gang is a little bit newer, and I haven't caught too many of their games. But it's nice to see that there are newer teams in Barking Gang and Joy, whereas Ulysses and I'm forgetting the last one.
Sea Dogs.
Sea Dogs are a little bit more established.
Yeah, definitely. Joy has been showing up as a strong team in the CPL qualifiers, and again, I do want to mention, and I still don't want to jinx him. Astikos there was showing up with his team as well. I mean, we've seen quite a few players from their side, very good. And if I'm not mistaken, he got snatched. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's playing for someone else now.
And the French division, Joy is in the team, so he's joining another one to play there over there. But I also want to mention Conson in the Joy team.
Yeah, Conson there.
He's the one who was the first to design the Catherine Magnificent cheese we saw last season. And he's also the one who managed to completely derail Task in the second game and the qualifiers as well. So another rising star in the Joy team. So we're going to see if he lifts his name.
We also have there Devries, fifth, who has been playing in CPL for the longest time, and we all know and love him. He's been known for his Sumeria plays. He really enjoys that, and it's no surprise whenever he plays. Everybody's banning Sumeria.
Best mirror player.
Yeah, we also have Krista now, which is again a very good player, and also Kolga.
Yeah. I mean, it's all French regulars. GR is actually the newest player in the roster. He's brand new to the team as well. And he's been relatively new to Civ. He's only been playing for a few months. But maybe he's going to be one of those very quick learners and get to the world stage in a good foot here.
Well, it's always better to play in a competitive team, in a very experienced teams, because you do catch a lot from them, and you do they do train you much faster than you're gonna train yourself playing the normal side. That is happening in most games, and I do believe it's still holding true for Civilization 6. You're always gonna have those, min-maxing tips from your team. Oh, do this, or don't do that, or try this, or do that. That will get you faster, and you're gonna, of course, learn the best ways. You're still gonna need experience, and that's one thing that Team Joy here does need to get. It's one thing that I think that the players are learning by doing at this point. They do need as much as possible to stay together as a group and learn as much as possible what they like, what they don't like, how they play, how they like to play, and so on, because that does make a difference in the long term, learning how to synergize with your teammates.
Yeah.
And they definitely have some of the best competition as well, so they'll be playing against the best people and learning from that as well.
Yeah, definitely. So we do have three more teams to talk about here: a Barking Gang, Sea Dogs, and Ulysses. Barking. Let's take Barking Gang because it's on the right side of the screen here. We do have Omegaya, Snairash, Spriggan, Taitube, Tirit, Tuigulund, and Xifi, which is, oh man! Every time I pronounce these names, I find it so funny, and it's so nice. I don't know how to say it. Maybe it's, I don't know. I'm weird that way, but I do like how they sound.
Well, we already talked a bit about those teams, but Barking Gang is the team that finished second last qualifiers in the squadrons, so that's why they got the slot here. And back then, we hadn't decided to give a third slot yet to Sinapar, so I guess Ulysses got lucky to be able to join as well the competition this year. But yeah, Titub, Titits, Tugiant, all very known players in CFR, and individually, they're not necessarily the best players, but they've been known to work really well as a team, and that's what carried them to this today. So we're gonna find out what it's worth.
Yes, definitely. Next up, we do need to talk about the Sea Dogs, which of course are coming from the Russian league. They have been playing in the CPL qualifiers as well at some point. I know they retreated. I'm not sure exactly if they finished. Did they finish? I'm not sure. I haven't. I haven't been following them per se, but I have followed a few games from the Civ Russian qualifiers. One class, Bambr, Dagger OK, Ganger, Illidan Stormrage, Koshak, and Velfegor. I do know Koshak. He has been playing in the 2v2 tournament with Red Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken, and has been having a very good run over there. I think they actually got to the finals, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody won that in the end, but yeah, it was. I mean, I'm not sure if they won or not. Honestly, my memory here it's a little fuzzy with all of the players and teams. I gotta write this down from now on. But definitely a very strong player over there. We do have Dagger, which has been a very good Mongolian player for the longest time in CPL, and I guess we all know him. He has been playing in the teamer stage for a long time. The others, though, we don't know that well. Velfegor, Illidan Stormrage, Ganger, Bambr, and OneClass.
I mean, I won't add more info because I think many people want to see the draw quickly, but second seed for a Russian team.
Okay.
No, they're quite known in the Civ communities.
Okay, so I guess we're just gonna rush through this. Okay, we got one more. We got Ulysses then. Where is Ulysses? Ulysses? Did I miss it? It's one of the first. It's on the right side. Oh, they get their special location over here on the right side. I don't see them actually. It's somebody moved them. Okay, there we go. Okay, Jack. Okay, we did talk about them. So I put them in. So let's see. Barking Gang, Ulysses. This is the second stack over here with Ulysses, with the Sea Dogs, with of course Team Joy, and we got the Barking Gang. Let's actually crush them and see who's gonna get what. We do have a 1-1-1 choice, right? 1-1-1-1 choice. So give me a second here. Okay, 4 papers in the box. Oops, 4 papers in the box. I don't actually see what they are. Let's randomize what's happening over here and try to pick them one by one. I do need to get some other stuff over here, but honestly.
We improved from this shoe. Before, we used to pick from a shoe with this was doing it. Now we have a full box.
Okay, so we got 4 papers. Again, it's actually 2 on the middle, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. What should I go for? Centaur again is telling me left. Anybody else? we got a second left.
Yeah,
So
left to left. Let's go.
We go left. Okay.
Sure, we can start left this time.
We can start left. Okay. Let's me actually see. I'm trying to break it here without actually, getting the paper destroyed. And it is. Oh, I can see the letters. It is Team Ulysses. It is Team Ulysses over here. As you can see, we got the big boys from the French league. They're definitely gonna be. Let's actually.
So that puts CWC, TBD, and Ulysses in Group A.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. Let me actually find them. I was
And that's interesting because that's splitting up the French teams, right? Because Pyramid was the French 1 seed.
Yeah.
Ulysses would be their 2 seed.
Mm-hmm. And it also splits up like TBD and PP Patrol, for instance. But there's still some French and CPL and Russian teams as well to pick. So.
Certainly. And then also a few kind of overlaps on individual players as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 3 more things to go. Do I random them again or just pick one? There are 2 on the bottom, like towards me, and 1 on the top. Which one will be? One of the bottom or the one at the top? You guys choose.
Just take the top one. Yeah.
Take the top one. Okay, so this is for Group B, just so everybody knows. This is definitely for Group B. What will we have now? Come on. Let's. Oh, it is the Barking Gang. Oh, this is definitely splitting up everything. We got the Barking Gang over here. The Frenchies are split between the groups.
Well, yeah, but Pyramid and Barking Gang are technically both French, right, on Group B?
Yeah, they are. They are.
No matter how you do it at this point, you're gonna end up with 2 French teams in the same group.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Now we have 3 teams in each group, and we got 2 more choices to go. 1 on the left, 1 on the right. We picked the left one at the beginning. Let's go for the right one now.
Yeah, let's go right.
Okay, so this is for Group A. What will happen in the second seed of Group A? Who do we see here? I see some writing, but it's just like a letter. It is Team Joy. It looks like it is Team Joy.
Joy, okay.
Joy. So we do have another French. So we got actually 2 French teams on one side, 2 French teams on the other. Like it's fine, right?
Yeah,
it's
but
fine.
Joy is not fully French. It's from CPL qualifiers. So yeah, they ended up qualifying, but they do have a few players as well, not French.
Okay, 1 more to go. I guess you guys know what it will be. It's probably gonna be the Russian team. We got the Sea Dogs over here getting the draft from. It's actually. Did I get it right? Yes, I did get it right. The Sea Dogs. They're gonna get the last slot in the Group B, definitely from the second seed. I don't know why I said the last slot, but I guess you guys know what I mean. This is here, so we're gonna put boop. There we go. So we got 4 teams now. 4 teams in each group.
That's actually interesting as well, because now the Russian 1 and 2 seed are in different groups as well.
I think it makes it interesting as well. Like people like to have different communities partaking in different groups, so you have more diversity in your games. Because CC and Sea Dogs played often together, Ulysses and Pyramid played often together, so it's kind of refreshing to see them in different groups.
Yeah, that's why we all watch the World Cup, right? You want to see these teams from different communities compete against each other. Otherwise, you might as well just watch one region's qualifiers.
So in the last seed, we have two teams that have not been announced yet. We don't know the results of their qualifiers. One is from Liga de Brasilia, that is, of course, between BTS and R30. They will be playing today at 2200 hours in 4 hours from now. I am gonna stream that game, and definitely I want to watch what will happen. They are at a tie right now with a 1-1 result, and both games have been nice. And I do have to mention, man, these guys really want to play on a lot of maps. I've seen them play on most maps, and I do like what I see. Like they're learning by adapting to that map play, and definitely it is a good trait to have. We also have, of course, the CPL qualifiers, which needs to be decided between Zone of Control and we got another one there, Shansu, which again, two very strong teams. Zone of Control has been playing before in the CWC in the season 3. I'm not sure if in the season 2 as well, but I think they did play in the season 2 as well. They do have, of course, Task for Fish over there, which is a very, very strong player. And we do have also Jessica and Normulator, who has been showing up as a new streamer over here, but very, very anxious to play. I've seen him in quite a few Teamers games, and I do like what I see. We also have two new... Oh, sorry, Dashgreen. There we go.
I was just gonna say, and I think just to clarify, Zone of Control and Sun Tzu are playing right now. I think Zone of Control is up 1-0 at the moment.
At the moment, it's 0-0. It's only the first game.
Well, this is only the first game.
Yeah, but
They had to cancel the first one. Yes.
It got complicated, but they will play today, tomorrow, most likely, and Tuesday as well. So by Tuesday, we should know who should qualify.
Okay, so we do have two new teams that have been, one of them we know about them, the other one we don't know that much about them. We got ZYDX, which is with Grapefruit. We know Grapefruit, we love Grapefruit. Ice FR09, I don't know him. La La La, I'm not sure about him. Lychee King, I do know him actually a little bit. Iran, who has been, of course, showing up as an organizer as well in the CWC, but he's going to be a player in this team. And then we have Sky Streetwalker and Zushe. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm going to have to learn it by hearing it at some point. But anyway, do you know any information about this team? Or is this going to be one of those we need to see them play to actually know about them?
Well, this is a full wildcard. It's the first time we do this in the CWC. I have a complete wildcard slot. And we handed it to China for various reasons because we're in contact with some players there. So we don't know or barely know the players. So maybe they're going to surprise us. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe they'll get outmatched. I guess we'll find out. But we all love the suspense it brings.
Yeah, and I recognize some of the players on this team. I think a good chunk of them were playing on the ITP team in the CPL qualifiers, actually.
Yes, definitely.
Iran.
Yes.
I think Lychee King as well. And so we have seen a few of them play, but yeah, definitely not all of them.
Okay. Then we have, of course, Tuhanza, which is coming from a new server, which is, of course, the German server, and definitely is led over there by Propagandi, who has been doing wonders, bringing together all of the Germans into one single server. And man, these guys play almost every day. This is unbelievable how many team games they play. And they train. So I do expect a lot from them. We're gonna see how this will go, but definitely this is a team that we need to watch out for. Duhanza has been doing well in the CPL qualifiers, and I do think they did quite a few upsets in the final brackets as well, not only in the group stage. I think it is a well-merited spot for them, not only because they're only the German team, but because they earned it.
They had a very rough spot in the CPL qualifiers, that team, Duhanza, which is not exactly the same, I think. They did change a little bit. But we've seen them play around cultural victories, around Propagupta, their carry, and very good teamwork. And as you said, they train literally every day. So they are C3 simply because we haven't seen them enough, and they're quite new to the World Cup, so we have to put them in the C3. But who knows? Maybe they could even win one of their groups. They have the level to do it if they put their mind to it.
Yeah, definitely. So, okay, I got the papers ready. I'm gonna switch the screen here so we go back to the main one. This is it. Let's actually check the papers. We got, of course, Zone of Control and or Shun Tzu. We got BTS or R30. We do have Duhanza. And we do have ZYDX, which is, as you said, the former ITP or some players from ITP. Okay, this is the time. I'm gonna mash them together as much as possible, or crush them, so we can have little balls of paper over here and see what will come out of the box for the first group. Okay, last one. Let's actually show everybody what this is. 4 stacks of paper. I'm gonna put them here, or 4 balls of paper. Okay, I think this is enough randomizing for one day. So again, we got the stacks like this. You can see them. There's two on the left this time, 1 on the middle, and 1 on the right. Which one is it gonna be for the group A? What do I pick over here?
Go middle.
Middle. Okay, this time it's gonna be middle. I was waiting for maybe my stream chat reacting, but it looks like they didn't. I guess it was too much sound when I randomized it. Oh, okay. We got Brazil. It is gonna be Brazil in Group A. BTS or R30, whichever is gonna win today at 2200 hours. And oh man, I think Lady Arwin here is her heart just pumped over here. She is one of the trainers, coaches of the Brazil League, by the way. They actually made a separate server that is only for training and only for tutorials and learning lessons. They do have quite a interesting way of teaching, which is nice. It's actually something we might actually learn from them, having a separate teaching server. Okay, there we have it. On Group A, we do have BTS or R30. And man, both of these teams, one name comes to mind, by the way, when I think of these teams and how much I follow the Brazil League. Hora de Vorca is one player you do want to watch out for. He has been doing amazingly well in that league, and definitely game after game, he has been showing up as the strongest player. So, sorry, we do have, again, two on the left and 1 on the right. What is it gonna be? Not gonna lie, I see some writing, but I cannot actually make up what it is. So what is it gonna be? Left or right? 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 Left or right?
Go left.
Left. Okay, so we take from the 2 stack.
The spirit of Centaur, we go left again.
Okay. Okay, let's see what is going on here. I see an A, I see an S. This is Duhanza. We got the Germans here showing up in Group B. And it looks like they're gonna play against the Pyramid, PB Patrol, Barking Gang, and the Sea Dogs. Will they be up to the challenge? That's the question. Definitely, it is gonna be a challenge for all of these players. Okay, there we have it. I hope. Well, again, I'm sorry about not actually getting these. As you can see, they're not.
It's fine. We had the German with Group B. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting as well.
And look, Propaganda is here in the stream, and he was like, "Redraft, please, redraft, no."
What's funny is because Duhanza lost a few games against PP Patrol in the qualifiers as well. So it's going to be revenge for them once again. Group B.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we need to see them show up to the table. They are Propaganda. Maybe he's not going to play Russia all the time. Maybe he's going to play for something else. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. They're going to definitely ban Germany. Whenever they're going to see Propaganda in the team, they're going to say, oh no, Germany is not allowed. You guys have to play something else. We do have 2 more. 1 on the left, 1 on the right. These are the last 2 teams we need to get going. So Group A, Group B. Group A is it gonna be? What's it gonna be, boys? Left or right? Left or right? This is the big.
I'll just go right.
Tick,
With the
tack, tick.
change.
Go right this time.
You can alternate, go right.
Okay, let's go right. Okay, there we have it. Okay, let's see what this is.
Looks like Cat agreeing as well.
Look, yeah, looks like it is gonna be CPL's fourth actually, zone of control or Shunsu, whichever they will. Actually, this is the right way. I'm sorry. Okay, zone of control or Shunsu. Okay, this is it. This is in Group A. Oh, this is gonna be quite an interesting group for them. I'm sorry we don't have here Task for Fish to comment a little bit, because definitely he would have something to comment about this. So we have.
He's busy. He's busy. He's playing right now.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
probably
So this is interesting. In Group A, somehow we drafted both teams that we don't know the result for in BTS or R30 and Zone of Control or Shunsu. Definitely, we're gonna need to get that in the next few days. We do have on the 12th, right, the starting of the tournament. So it is a few more days to go. Last team, it is probably gonna be, of course, the Chinese one, ZYDX, and there we have it, ZYDX showing up to the table. Yeah. And we got
it refers to the wonder, if you don't know, in the Zhangjin Dangzhe in the.
Oh, really? That's
merchant points and general points.
Yeah. That's how they call it, ZYD Zhangjin Dangzhe. Yeah. It's okay. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so we have 6 teams in Group A, 6 teams in Group B. This, I guess, brings us closer to the end of the draft phase here. CC, TBD, Ulysses, Joy, BTS or R30, Zone of Control or Shunsu will be playing in the Group A, while on Group B we will have Pyramid, PB Patrol, Barking Gang, Sea Dogs, Duhanza, and ZYDX. I do want to move a little bit to the Google Doc over here, so we can show the players a little bit, and maybe you can give us a little hint of what will happen here and why did we choose this way of arranging the tournament with the group stage and the bracket.
Yeah. So now that the groups are taken, we're going to fill this in very shortly, but each team's going to play once against each other team. So in Group A, every team's going to play once against each other for a total of 5 games per team. Same for Group B. And eventually there might be some ties, so we'll have a week to deal with those. And afterwards, we're going to have like a double elimination bracket for the playoffs. So we're going to have the 2 best teams of each group going straight into the upper bracket, and the 2 middle teams, so third place and fourth place, going straight into the loser bracket. And the 2 last of each group unfortunately will be eliminated by the end of the group stage. So they're fighting already from the get-go to get to the playoffs, and
we did have a choice between making 4 groups and 2 groups, and at some point we did ask how the teams felt about this, and we did choose the 2 groups of 6s. This kind of means less games per weekend, because we're not going to have the super weekends anymore. We're going to have like normal weekends, and one of them actually will be a super weekend, the week 3, if I'm not mistaken here.
The whole process was quite complicated because many people wanted different things this season, and we have 4 more teams than last season. So we had to find a new structure, a new way, a new compromise. But I think most people are pretty happy with the structure. There were some talks to double the group stage, so basically make it, instead of 5 games, 10 games per team. That would have been an option, but would have added at least an extra month to the tournament. And there were also like talks about having single elimination brackets or just different structures overall. But I think most people are pretty happy with the structure we chose as well, like this.
Okay, so after the group stage, we will go into a double elimination bracket, just like we've seen in the CPL qualifiers, right? With a winner bracket and a loser bracket. And I guess the winners at some point will have at least a week of pause. Actually, 2 weeks, it looks like. No, 1 week of pause.
Just one.
Okay, just one, and then we're gonna need to get the losers, the loser bracket catch up, and then we're gonna go back into the winners. Well, this will be definitely a different setup, but a lot of things will be different this season, and we're gonna try to get a little bit better at doing this, organizing this, and getting the word out to the players and of course the viewers that want to see the games.
Yeah, the specification is that it's all best of three in the playoffs, so that's a lot of games actually. So if you manage to get to the top eight, you'll have a lot of games to play, three per week there. So it's going to be a lot of stress on the teams, but at the same time, the hype's going to be pretty high as well, and we're almost guaranteed to have upsets and have new teams in the playoffs this year. So pretty excited to see what's going to be.
There is some questions a question from Snibril. If I can share this link, can I share this link? I think it's read only, right? It's view only. Okay, so I'll share this in the stream chat here so he can see it. There we go. That is the link to the CWC results, and as you can see, we do have season 1, season 2, season 3 at the bottom, and then we're now at season 4. This is going to be something. We also have quite a few casters here that will need to see who's actually going to want to do the casting or not.
And if you have any questions, if anybody is curious about anything, we have Discord server. All the information is there. If you want to get involved in whatever way, also let us know. We always look for help for everything. But Micheal, thank you so much for the draw. It was an amazing draw, like Dash Green as well. Thank you for showing up.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for putting this on.
With pleasure. And again, thank you, Dash Green, for showing up. And of course, Ogothi for joining us, giving us some insights about the logic behind all of the group stages and of course the brackets and so on, and of course the beautiful insight about the players, because there are quite a few players here that we will need to learn from and learn about. Definitely, if I'm gonna do this again, I'm gonna try to get something else over here for like there was some talk in my stream chat about maybe getting some balls, some like in the lotto. I'm not sure where to get those, but of course with the lockdown, I tried to get to whatever I had in my house. I do have a bigger box though. I could have gotten a bigger box, but I went with the small one instead. Anyway, I hope this was okay. You guys, everybody saw that it is randomized. It is as much as possible without any kind of how do you say
thank you, Micheal, and thank you everybody as well. We didn't have time, but thank you to all the organizers, all the qualifiers, all the players who played. It's been like a very long 3 to 4 months depending on who you're asking to, and we come from the challenge of organizing the tournament to give the challenge to the teams now to win it. So, yeah.
This is going to be something. This is going to be something. We need, and I'm still saying to the players, we do have some surprises for all of you. It's just taking us some time to actually get them done. But I hope you're going to like them when you're going to see them. Definitely, the games will be very good surprises because we do have some new maps. That's one thing we didn't talk about, but I'm going to leave it for the next shows, or actually the announcements. And I do believe we will have quite an interesting few months over here.
Yeah, thank you, Micheal. Thank you, everybody. Thank you on the chat. I'm gonna go and have a great evening, everybody. See you guys next weekend.
Thank you, Ogothi. And I guess this is a wrap up. I'm gonna see you guys in a few hours, 2200 GMT, when I'm gonna start streaming R30 between Beat and BTS. They will definitely need to play their last game out of this best of 3 series in the Brazilian finals. That is, of course, LBC's finals, and we're going to know who is actually going to get to play in the CWC. Thank you very much, Dash Green, for coming here, and of course, Ogothi again. Let's see each other later on tonight. Bye-bye.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good day. Good luck with your cast.
Thank you very much, man. Bye-bye.